What you're gonna do again. Are you gonna walk?
Yeah.
Oh, she has not walked. I mean, she took a few steps a few times, but not like she did in that last video. But I've been just still practicing with her every single day, and I really can't wait till she's like full-blown walking, because it's definitely the cutest thing I've ever seen. But I just wanted to also update everyone about how my second round of CLOMID went. So I was taking a does mommy have to go in the car? I might have to go in the car. A lot more quiet in here. But again, like what I was saying, I wanted to just share my symptoms that I had on the 150 milligrams of CLOMID, because this time it was rough, like real rough. So to start out, how the first day I really didn't feel anything, and I was like, okay, like this is good. And when I was on 100 milligrams, I didn't really feel anything. I had like maybe like 1 or 2 hot flashes and just like mild cramping. It was like really nothing. But this time, oh my god, I was like dying basically. So to start off, probably day 2 is when everything just like hit me like a ton of bricks. I had so many hot flashes, like all throughout the day, all throughout the night. It was just like I constantly felt like I was just like sweating, but I knew that that was just a common symptom. Like that's a given pretty much when you're taking any type of fertility medication. You're most likely just gonna have a ton of hot flashes. And another thing that was like I didn't experience whatsoever last time, I had so much dizziness to the point where if I got up too quick, like I really felt like I was gonna faint, and I kind of had to like move slow and everything like that. But like it would just like come out of nowhere. Like all of a sudden I felt like so dizzy. I had to like stop what I was doing and just kind of like catch my breath for like a second. It was like pretty scary, because a few times like I had to drive places and I felt like I couldn't even drive a few times. So I definitely wasn't driving that much like I really would, but it was pretty intense. Like I couldn't believe that, like the dizziness and the, I guess like it also said blurred vision that you can get. I definitely had that also. The thing that I did notice was my sleep. I was starting to have like insomnia on like day 3, 4, and 5, and I'm 2 days post the CLOMID, and I definitely haven't had any more hot flashes, and my sleep was a lot better last night, but I'll just continue to see. All right, sorry guys, my arm is like, feels like it's gonna fall off. I really hope I'm not forgetting any of my other symptoms. So I had a lot of dizziness, trouble sleeping, a ton of hot flashes. Oh, very moody. Like the most mood swings I've ever had in my life. Actually, you know, it's crazy. Kind of felt like it was like I just was freshly postpartum again. Like that's how like easily triggered, I guess I was. Like if I was watching something, I'd either start crying or get really angry. Like the one morning I woke up and it was like the kitchen was still kind of a mess, and it just like automatically like just annoyed me. But then I was getting more and more angry at the fact that I had to like clean it when something like that wouldn't bother me whatsoever. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So today is actually Sunday, and I have my follicle scan this Tuesday. So in 2 more days I'm going to see how many follicles end up getting. I really hope I have at least 2, and I know you're like, oh my god, twins, but I'm not really looking at it that way. If I have 2 really good follicles, I'm just looking at that, okay, that gives me that much more of a greater chance. 2 is better than 1 essentially, but I'm not really afraid if we were to conceive twins. I'm pretty curious to see how many follicles I wind up with. I'm definitely gonna ask my clinic if I can do any type of recording. Most doctor's offices don't allow you, but maybe they'll be cool. Maybe I can try to like sneak some footage of my actual scan, and I'm really hoping that I can get like actual footage of them giving the procedure to me, the IUI, but I'll just have to see. I don't know. I also do take my basal body temperature every single morning, and I did notice on the 5 days that I was taking it, my temperature was pretty high most days. Like the last day I actually took it, it was 98 degrees, and then today it was 97.32, so it definitely dropped back down. Now I don't know if that means I'm going to ovulate anytime soon, like within the next few days. 100% within like 5 or 6 days I'm going to. And the fact that I'm taking such a higher dose, I don't know if I will ovulate on day like 13, 14. Before I had all these issues, I was always like a day 13, 14 that I'd be ovulating. But this morning, I took an ovulation test, and you can see that it looks generally positive, but that's not a true positive, and I read that you can get false positives when you're on CLOMID and if you test too early, but I was just curious, I wanted to see. But that's definitely not a positive. It's dark, but not like super dark like it should if it was a real positive. But it's just pretty interesting to see, because that means that I definitely have higher levels of LH in my system at the moment, which, duh, because of what I took. Guys, don't mind how I'm looking. By the way, obviously it's early in the morning. I haven't showered yet. Obviously you can see like all my postpartum hairs. They're crazy. Like oh my god, like I always look like I'm like struck by lightning, but there's not much I can really do because they're just all over. So if you recently had a baby and you notice all your hair is falling out and you're freaking out, don't worry, it comes back. So I want to take another ovulation test. I'm just really curious to see how it's going to turn out. I'm on cycle day 12 at the moment, so I very much could be ovulating any day from this point, but the last cycle, technically I was triggered on cycle day 15 and ovulated on cycle day 16, but I'm just curious to see, maybe I'll get like a natural LH surge. What you guys saw yesterday, it did look pretty dark, but it could just be a false positive just because of the CLOMID. But I'm just gonna take this easy at home test. These right off of Amazon. You can get like a pack of 50 ovulation tests and 20 pregnancy tests for like $16, and honestly I think they're like the most accurate. I used to also have the clear blue brand that you only get like 10 tests, and it's like I think $15, and it's not, I don't know, I mean they're accurate, but I feel like these ones are just way more sensitive and more accurate and everything. I am in my laundry room right now, if you're wondering, like not my bathroom, because my bathroom is right next to Mila's room and she's actually napping, so I can't be too loud. That's not coffee, that's pee. So, but I made sure to put it in a prettier cup because who wants to look at that? It's pretty gross. I think it's gross when people like show their actual pee on these. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take it right now. Let's see. Again, it's not, I'm honestly just doing this for fun, and I'm also doing it to also just show you guys like the outcome of it, because again, I am essentially getting the trigger shot, so that would be technically like my LH surge. I don't know, like say this does come out really, really positive, like do I call my clinic and be like, I'm having a strong LH surge right now? I don't know how that would work if I got like a natural, if I got my own LH surge and like I was gonna ovulate without the trigger shot. I really don't know how that would work because I am getting another IUI. This is actually gonna be my last IUI. We only paid for 2 cycles, or I guess, yeah, 2 cycles. It was like a package of 2. Me thinking I would have gotten pregnant last cycle, I was like, oh, I only need 2. And like I was like thinking like, oh, that the second one's gonna get wasted. But now I'm like really regretting not actually getting 3 because I don't know how long this is gonna take. I have no idea. No one ever knows whether or not this is gonna be a successful cycle. It's just, oh my god, it's so much. But I'm looking at the test right now. I can already see a line popping up, but it's definitely like not dark. From my experience, when like it's a real surge, like before it's even like finished going across, it's usually like already positive. But again, I think I just have higher levels of LH just again because of taking the CLOMID. I also forgot to tell you guys I had actually 2 symptoms that I forgot to mention in the last slide. One of them being I had so many pimples. Like they were all like over like on my neck and like on my like jawline. That usually indicates that's like when you get like pimples there, that's usually like it says like it means it's hormonal. But I noticed it like cleared up as soon as I stopped taking it. Other thing again I'm noticing is painful sex. So it feels like it's literally burning. when I'm having sex. When I had my IUI, the nurse was like, your cervix is extremely inflamed, so it's probably going to be really inflamed this week because obviously we're probably going to be having sex every single day. We have the past 3 days so far. It just starts to be like so much work. It's not even like enjoyable at that point, but we really want a baby. So you guys can kind of like see, like that's how it's looking so far. So it's like not quite ready. You can see it's still a little bit pink, but it's definitely lighter than yesterday, which I guess that's a good sign. I don't know. But that was the one from yesterday. You can see like that was like pretty dark. I don't know. But I don't think it's not quite developed just yet. So I'm gonna come back. You're not really supposed to read them after like I think the 5 or 10 minute mark anyway, and I'll just show you guys then. Alright guys, so I'm back and I'm just gonna show you the outcome of the test. So it definitely does look a lot lighter than it was yesterday. I didn't think it was a true positive. It's definitely probably just because it's a CLOMID. But yeah, that's what it's looking like on cycle day 12 at the moment. Again, that isn't a positive, but I just wanted to kind of just show you guys to see, you know, I was curious what it would look like the very next day. I'm probably going to take another test tomorrow just to see for the fun of it. So tomorrow I have my ultrasound to see how many follicles I end up with. I'm going to try my best to film for you guys. If I don't end up being able to film, then I'm definitely going to show you guys the ultrasound pictures, so at least you're going to be able to see something. I'm just going to keep trying to update you guys as much as possible throughout this entire cycle. But things are definitely going to be happening this week, which is really exciting, and I really hope that everything works. So just make sure that you do subscribe and also enable the bell icon. You're gonna get a notification straight to your phone whenever I upload a new video, and this way you'll be able to, you know, stay posted for everything. That's all I have for today in this video. I just wanted to, again, share my experience with my CLOMID of 150 and just also take a ovulation test to see kind of what's going on. I will keep you guys posted, so thanks for watching.